Hello, welcome to Be a Legend. There is a bonus episode coming up which features the FA Trophy semi-final, first and second leg. They are planted either side of the games that you're going to see on today's episode, but it will be a separate bonus episode, and we are trying to keep the two separate so that there's no spoilers in either of the two episodes. I will have a look at the schedule, see where we're going to fit it into the schedule, and I will also send an extra tweet out for those of you to know when the special episode is coming out. If you're not already following me on Twitter, now is a good time to do it. At JustOffside2 is where you want to be. If you follow me on there, you'll know when that bonus episode is coming. Hello, welcome to episode 18 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games against Ebbsfleet United and Dover Athletic in the Vanarama National League. What's been happening since you were last with us? Well, you were last with us for Dulwich Hamlet and Boreham Wood, 2 3-1 wins. Since then we've played Maidenhead United at home and won 3-1. Notice a trend here. Wrexham 3-1, Dulwich Hamlet 3-1, Boreham Wood 3-1, Maidenhead United 3-1. Can it continue? No. Boreham Wood, we played them in the FA Trophy quarter-final. It was a 1-1 draw, and that has got us a bit of a spoiler, I guess, because you'll know that we beat Boreham Wood in the second or in the replay, because obviously we have got a semi-final coming up, so we beat them 2-0 in the replay. I think we are in a situation where we're suffering from playing too many games, simply because we then had a very lacklustre game against Sutton United, 0-0 draw, and then we beat Southend. Now this was a game that was really odd. Having drew that 0-0, we came into the Southend game needing to win, and this is what happened. He says, as everything freezes on me. I'm sure I clicked on there. There we go. Right, you will see lots of things. Notable event. On the 4th minute, their player Joyce got sent off for a bad tackle, apparently. There we go. Referee running over, goes no, go, sent him off. That changed the complexion of the game somewhat, because Lewis Raleigh scored after 8 minutes, and again after 14 minutes. And then goals from Ogunby after 23. Their consolation goal from Noon after 43 minutes left us a 3-1 at half time. And then Harry Ogunby made it 4-1 on 77 minutes. And that's how we ended up getting past Southend, which was rather good. And then we've played Aldershot Town, and again another lacklustre 0-0 draw. How that one came out of the bag, I'm not too sure. A 0-0 draw, which isn't particularly good. Ideally, we could have done without these two draws. Had we not had these two draws, Sutton and Aldershot, I think we would have been pretty clear at the top of the table, because the table looks a bit like this. We are second as it currently stands. We've played 1 goal less than Southend. They've played a goal more than us. They're on 82 points. We are on 80 points, having played that 38 games. And then comes Stockport County, who were playing in the FA Trophy. They're behind us on 77 points, just 3 points behind us. They have played a game more than us, and then tucked in with them are Chesterfield, Hartlepool, Aldershot and Wrexham. So that's how it's shaping up anyway. So these teams have got 7 games to play, giving them 21 points. We have 8 games to play, giving us 24 points available to us. So 104 is the maximum we can get, but obviously we want to open that gap up. Down here they played 39. They can play 21. They can get 82. We are literally points away from being pretty much confirmed as playoff as a bare minimum. So I think we've pretty well done better than what we thought we were going to do this particular season. In other news, there has been some transfer activity. If we go through to the transfer screen here, see what's been going on. We have brought a couple of players in. Harrison Biggins was the last person we brought in on a free transfer. Samuel Okoko coming in from West Brom on loan. I think it's another example of my scouts telling me porcupines. Come on, Samuel. In fact, let's go this way. He can play left or right, and he can also go in as a striker because of injury. But when I looked at this on screen, they were telling me that he was 3 or 4 stars, but he's not. He's not quite as good. He is pacey, and will be all right as a substitute filler in, as it were. So we'll look out for him. He's on a youth contract with West Brom, 18 years old. So just brought him in just until the end of the season, just to give us a little bit of backup, as I say, because we have been playing a lot of games and there is a lot of tiredness in the squad. So Samuel Okoko is back up there. Chris Merry has come in on a permanent contract for this and next season. He is 4-star Carrillo, with a 5-star potential ability, so it maybe we will be hanging on to him as things progress. We'll see how he gets on. He's got to settle into the team yet. He came in on a free previously with Wigan, and then he's been on loan at Kidderminster Harriers, and then he's pretty much joined us, having been released by Wigan. So Wigan was the main team that he played for, Chris Merry. And then Bo Anderson has come in from Sheffield United, again just until the end of the season. 3-star central defender with a 4-5-star potential ability. He's on a youth contract with Sheffield, again just come in pretty much as backup and support in defence, where we have a little bit of tiredness going on. One going out, Jamar South Thomas, a promise that I made to him. He's gone out on loan just for a few weeks until the end of the season. He's gone out on loan to Hereford. So that's how he's doing. How's he been doing? Has he played any games there yet? Where are we? Quick look. He's not played any games as yet. So there we go. Right, so that is pretty much a quick update, resume of what's been going on. I think it's high time that we got on for our first game of the episode. It's a match against Ebbsfleet United, and it's away from home. Don't worry about the fact that Stockport County, it's all sorted. Trying to keep them separate, as I say, in order not to spoil any things for you. And this is the team that we've selected against Ebbsfleet, and some debuts for some of our players. Irwin in a goal. Dodgson comes in for Dwyer, who is he's tired, so giving him a bit of a rest. Jameson, Anderson and Hughes. In fact, just looking at Hughes now, I'm wondering whether to switch Arlen Birch on for Hughes on that right side. Why have they gone? Want them on support, not on automatic. Quite sure why it switched to automatic. I haven't put them as automatic there. Right, okay. So Dodgson, Jameson, Anderson, Birch. now in defence, right at the base of midfield. Murray and Biggins in front of him. Okoka and Ogunbi are attacking midfield, and Riley really should be a pressing forward on attack. Not quite sure why he's dropped into that. That's better. That covers that space there. And on the bench, we need to sort of goalkeeper out. Tom Scott will have to come on. Tom Scott for Fodacek, who is away on international duty. So we'll try that again. Scott, Hughes, Baines, Felix and Cardwell are our bench for today. A few players lacking match sharpness, but as I say, having to rotate because of the things that are going on with tiredness, etc, etc. And Dwyer, actually I think we've rested him for a week just to give him that bit of rest. Right. Fans are expecting us to secure. We can secure. Let's do that one. And here we are. Again, should have checked to see how we did against Ebbsfleet earlier in the season. And one thing that's not happened, which I do need to happen, is I need to see what Southend are a goal up already, and that will mean that they've got even bigger edge on us. Full route of games today, so they are 4 points in front of us at the minute. So even more reason why we've got to stay in step with them. In fact, they've gone 2 goal up now, 2 goals from Mitchell. Right, 35 minutes gone. We need to encourage the team because nothing is really coming. We've had a little bit of attack, and I'm going to go to attacking because I just feel that we should be doing something here. Ogunby's getting tired already. In fact, you can see the tiredness coming in to the side. They have a throw in. Launch the ball forward. Right. Akil right. Forward. Riley's kept it in. He's got it back. It's blocked by Ogunby. Shot from Ogunby blocked. It's come back out Dodgson, who has also picked up a booking, I notice. I don't think we'll be able to do it while we're on highlight. Long ball forward, and Riley looked as if it was going out. Riley managed to keep it in, took the pace out of the ball, and Ogunby would have hoped that he'd actually got that shot away. Right, calm down. In fact, we've got 2, Jameson, and we can't do them at the moment because it's not letting us. That's not good, is it? And we go through to half time, so we'll deal with it at half time. Jameson and Dodgson both picking up yellow cards, and certainly had the better of the first half. Pump fist and been the better team. Keep going and we'll be fine. Right. Coco. Not G'd him up at all. That's motivated him. Right, we do need Dodgson and who else did we say? Jameson. I need you to avoid another booking, and we'll start the second half. Still on attacking regime. I need to get something out of this. 0-0 draw again isn't going to go down well. They have a free kick and it's going all the way back right. Tidies up. Long ball forward, looking for Riley, didn't find him. Jameson heads it out to Akoka. Akoka floats the ball across, looking for Ogunby, didn't find him. And they've got a tack on, and well tackled by Anderson. Bo Anderson there, showing a little bit of quality. Irwin to Jameson. Jameson forward to Akoka, who again doesn't really find anybody. Dodgson now has the ball to Akoka. Third time lucky, can he get his tackled? And that's not good. Long ball forward, headed on, and they're in, and he's missed. Defence stood looking at that, and 61 minutes gone. Ogunby's tired, so it looks like Felix coming on for Ogunby on this right side. Biggins is tired. Not bringing on Hughes for Biggins, that's for sure. So Biggins is going to have to set it out. In fact, let's undo this for a minute. We're going to have to stick with that because Ogunby is tired. Let's bring Felix on for Ogunby. And I'm tempted. The other thing we need to do is switch these around a little bit. Biggins go to attack, and we'll put Mary on attack as well as a central midfielder, and see if that gives a little bit of impetus in the middle there. Confirm changes. Biggins and Mary now tied in that middle bit. Dodgson with a throw into Mary. Back to Dodgson to right. Mary now picked up a yellow card as well. Back to Anderson to Biggins. Biggins to Felix. Felix. He's going to try on his own. No, he's not. He's passed it out to Birch. Birch with the cross into the area. It's headed down. It hits the crossbar and comes out. And Felix not really, should have really had that ball. Disappointing, very disappointing. And with 80 minutes gone, and you can see the tiredness that he's struggling. I don't think we're going to end up in the playoffs, but potentially we are. I don't think we're going to challenge for the top. Southend have got to go completely wrong, I think, because we're running out of power and we're getting so tired. I don't know what to do here. Put Birch in the middle. He's next to no good in there. I don't think Hughes is any better. can do. Right, Hughes for Birch. I'm tempted to swap those two over just to see if that makes a little bit of difference for the minute. And we do have Baines that can come on. Could actually play him in that defensive midfield. I'm tempted that's what to do actually. Let's put him in there. It's not the ideal situation as it is, but we're going to go with it and hope that I haven't made the wrong decision there. They have a throw in on the far side just to prove me wrong. Headed back in and the cross into the box. Felix with the headed ball out, but it's only as far as Payne, and they're in, and a goal. And Ebbsfleet are going to beat us. Don't want to watch a replay. So they have a free kick. They're going to beat us by 2-0. No, Irwin's going to pick this one up. Kicks the ball out, but only as far as them, and he'd have been better off playing out from the back. Jameson with the ball forward, nobody there. And I think tiredness has got us once and for all. Felix picks up in midfield. He's got it for Riley. Can Riley square it up? No. Even Riley's tired and not doing the business. Poor. Suffering from tired legs. And absolutely nothing left in the tank at all. We've used our 3 substitutes. Can't even give them a shout because it won't let me. So I think we're stuck with it, and this is going to be a loss. Had the better of the game. Look at that, even non-XG, and gave away a stupid goal. In fact, I'm far from pleased with that result. Very poor, and as a consequence, Southend, I know we've got a game in hand, will be 2 points behind them if we could win that game in hand. And as you'll see, they won their game clearly. I can't even see it, right at the top there. Southend 2-1 winners against Bromley. Oh dear. So it's it's back to the next game, which we've got to win. Basically, it's against Dover Athletic, and I can't tell you for the moment actually how they where they are in the league or anything else, but we will be playing that game next. And here we are with the team for the game against Dover Athletic, and without any desire to spoil the bonus episode, which will be out on Saturday, of the FA Trophy semi-final, whether we can get a place at Wembley. I will do my best not to drop any hints of what's going on. Just a little bit of news, which I can't show you, obviously, because, again, there's a danger I might spoil the bonus episode. We are currently in a position where we have actually mathematically qualified for the playoffs, which I guess in the scheme of things is far above expectations, as we, where we should have been, mid-table probably. And I know at one point was looking potentially at relegation from the National League. Well, we've far exceeded that. We're in a guaranteed playoff position. Obviously, now where we want to be is no lower than third. That's where we're aiming to finish, second or third. Well, obviously we're aiming to go finish first if we can, but we don't want to finish any lower than second or third, which means that we get a bye in the first rounds of the peculiar playoffs that there are in the National League, and it will just make life a little bit easier. So let's hope that we can have a winning end to this episode after the 1-0 loss last time round. Just to finish it off nicely. What we will be able to do at the start of the next episode is do a round-up on the players coming in, etc., etc., albeit they'll only be there for the next episode, potentially. Other thing that has happened while we've been doing the other bits is that we have got the notification of the release of some of the youngsters that we usually get around about this time of the season. All the big clubs releasing Manchester United, Manchester City, and we've obviously tried to get them all in on trial. Not all of them want to come, mainly the Southampton players, too far north, I think. Probably get bloody nose if they come up this far up the country. But anyway, if we've been able to bring them in on trial, and they've come in on trial, so we've got a few in on trial, and also the ones that wouldn't come or snubbed us for whatever reason, we are got scouts out for those, just to see if we can bring them round and just see what potential there is there to give us a little bit of extra momentum, either in the National League next season or in League 2. Let's see how we end up the season, and a win today would be absolutely fantastic. Right, without any more to do, this is the team that we are putting out. You've probably been reading it while I've been chuddling on. Irwin continues in goal. Dwyer, Jameson, Baines and Hughes in defence. Right at the base of midfield. Mary and Biggins are in central midfield in front of Wright. Sterling James back from his international duty on the left side of midfield. Ogunby on the right. Riley up front. And Fodacek, Birch, Anderson, Okoko and Felix are bench for today. Anderson and Okoko obviously on loan for the rest of the season and have contributed to the FA Trophy games. More about that on the bonus episode on Saturday, but for now they are on the bench. So let's proceed to the game in hand, and Rosken Glendinning is the player that apparently we've got to be watching out for on the Dover Athletic team. And we did beat them by, I think it was 2-1, or was it 1-0 on the last outing. So we did beat them last time out. Right, pump fists. What can we say if we pump fists? Recent standings are 7th place. We're in 11th. That's not good, is it? Media, I've been praising you lately. Don't let that get to you. No. We'll do the media one again. That always seems, if nothing else seems to fit team talk wise, that always seems to be like a good backup plan. Playing in blue today, as Dover playing in their white colours, and you'll see latest scores going on down here. Stockport County 2-0 up against Hartlepool. Sterling with the corner, ball in, headed out. We do need to sort corners out. Jameson now Picks it up, Hughes, and he's pushed that forward looking for, I'm not quite sure who he was looking for. Biggins, but didn't find him. Biggins has got it back and then lost it again immediately. But anyways, thwarted the impending attack. Merry to Sterling. Sterling now comes inside. He's under a little bit of pressure there, but he's pushed it back to right. A keel right now. He's pushed it out wide for Dwyer. Dwyer controls and plays the ball. Dwyer tackled but manages to recover and get the ball back. Right to Dwyer. Dwyer to right. Right holding up the ball. No really outlet. He's got it forward to Biggins. Biggins now has fired a lovely shot. And Harrison Biggins gets his third goal of the season. Puts us 1-0 up after 18, nearly 19 minutes of the game. Excellent play by Biggins. Just thinking we are on positive. I had a funny feeling there for a minute we'd gone to balanced. Lovely shot. Rifled that one. And that build-up play that seemed to be going absolutely nowhere. Just all of a sudden, from nothing, Jameson there. Lovely ball forward. Biggins onside. The defender made a mistake and Biggins made him pay for it. One thing I'm just looking at here. 4 shots. 4 on target currently. 65 possession. Not quite sure why we've only seen 1 highlight though. Anyway, throw in from Dwyer on this side to Merry. Merry back to right. Right swings the ball into the area and it's defended and cleared. Right gets across and makes a really perfectly timed tackle to Hughes, to Ogunby, back to Hughes. Hughes to Biggins. Biggins with a cross into the box and headed goal this time, but it's been disallowed. He was offside. I think it was Sterling James, and we'll see now. Yeah, there he's straining. No, in fact, 2 or 3 of them offside as it happens. Unfortunate. We still maintain the lead and still doing quite well in the stats. They have a throw in on this near side. We're not against the run of play if anything happens here, but their attack has broken down for the second and 1 over the top, but that's a bit too long. Irwin was out on it very, very quickly. Irwin to Jameson. Jameson now forward to Merry, who very quickly looks for Sterling. Sterling finds Dwyer very cheekily round the defender, and Dwyer pushes it back to Jameson, who gets Dwyer into play again. Riley! Oh, he's hit the post! And he was offside. So not only did he hit the post, he was offside. I question that. I actually question that. I'd like to see the lines. It's a shame we can't request them, but there we go. I think as it was, he hit the post, but yeah. So first half, I think we've controlled that pretty well. 7 shots, 4 on target. Probably should have made more of the 4 on target, and 66% possession. So outstretched arms. Pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. That's motivated everybody. Anybody not performing? Vinny Dwyer. I thought he's having quite a good game actually. 6.5. I think he's a bit unreasonable. I think he's had certainly a good game down that left hand side, and I think we'll continue in that vein for now. As you'll see, currently in 2nd place. We've got a game in hand over Southend for some reason. Quite sure why that is. Does that mean Southend? They're drawing 0-0 with Ebbsfleet at the moment. Right, I didn't see what come up on the dashboard then. We'll catch that in a minute. Wright has cut that out, and he's got Merry, and Baines now getting into the action. Wright with the long ball forward, looking for, I'm not sure who, but it's come back. Jameson has got booked, so we need to sort him out in a minute. Sterling, can he get a cross in? He can. And Ogunby was almost surprised, I think, that the ball came through to him. And Stockport County 6-0 against Hartlepool. Sterling crossing in, and Ogunby almost, as I say, surprised that the ball came through to him and snatched at it when it did. Right, Ogunby and Felix. Ogunby looks like he's given everything. We should bring Felix on with 67 minutes gone. I think that's I'm going to ignore because I'd like to do it myself. I think that's a fair shout. Ogunby going to be replaced by Felix in this situation. Dwyer still not having a great game. Right, we'll have a bit of a talk in a minute. Let's just get this underway, and we've done the change, which means that we can. Right, Dwyer, let's fire him up, and then we'll tell Jameson to calm down. And I think what we'll also do while we're at it is we'll encourage the whole team. Which has given the grumps, as it turns out. Mary now is tired and he needs changing, as is Biggins, to be fair. Mary for Birch. And right. Tempted to go attacking just to see if we can get another goal, but we don't really need it as long as we can keep it at this scoreline. They have a throw in down our end as well, which is a bit of a worry. We've cleared it and they've got it back. Long ball forward, and Goburn is going to get there, get out there and block him off. Come on, come on, come on. This is looking dangerous, and it was. Dover have got one back. Now we need to go attacking. We need to win this game. We can't afford. We've let them back into the game here, and they completely against the run of play. Game we should be winning again. Phillips unmarked in the middle here. Completely unmarked. And gets the header away, and Irwin clutching at thin air. I thought we'd made all the changes. We haven't. Sterling James for a Coco on that side. A lot of tired legs now, and that's going to be a difficult one with everything that's going on. Dwyer with the throw in on the far side there to Birch. Birch back to Dwyer to Wright. Wright fires one in and it's just over. Good try by Wright, but I think we're going to end up with a 1-1 draw here. We are indeed. And 2 points dropped. Looking very much like playoffs as a best. I'm really sorry. That it's not unlucky. It's not happy with your performance. Again. Going to be some big changes in the summer. We're still here. This team really not up to it. 5 points clear now, Southend, and they drew 0-0 with Ebbsfleet. An opportunity to catch them. Had we won that, we'd have been right behind them with a game in hand, as it is, with the game in hand, The better will still be 2 points behind them. And we've got Stockport County breathing down our neck now. They had a massive 6-1 win against Hartlepool. So we really need to be really pushing on here and making sure with just 6 games to go that we don't leave ourselves in a position where we're going to get caught. 2 teams right behind us that will catch us if we're not careful. We need to finish 2nd or 3rd in order to make sure that we get the best possible opportunity. And also going into those final games, we need to have that momentum as well. Right, I'm not going to flick to the screen to see what games are coming up, etc., because it will spoil your bonus episode if I do so. All I will say is don't forget the bonus episode, and we'll be back for the final 2 games of the season, which, if my memory serves me right, one of them is against Dagenham and Redbridge. The other one I think is against Wealdstone. So Dagenham and Redbridge and Wealdstone. Dagenham and Redbridge are 15th at the moment. They're there, and Wealdstone down in the relegation zone, 10 points adrift. Let's hope that by the time we get to them it's all done and dusted, because what we don't want on the last day of the season is they need to win in order to stay up, because that doesn't go down well. We'll be back. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of To Be a Legend are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m, with a bonus episode on Saturday also at 4:15 p.m. That bonus episode is the semi-finals of the FA Trophy against Stockport County, 2 legs, and you'll be able to see whether we can get through to Wembley or not. I'll say no more. Why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 to keep up to date with all that happens on this channel and more. And don't forget, by following me on Twitter, you'll also be kept up to date when bonus episodes come out, and also when there's any new series in the loop. So, with all that said and done, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode, which is episode 19, which will be out on Monday, the final 2 games of the season. By then, you'll know whether we're going to Wembley. See you then.